Italians are really very emotional,
Simata ci dice che gli italiani sono veramente molto emozionali.
It's too much.
Solo il concerto del sole.
No, it was very beautiful, you see.
Simata ci ha detto che non vuole piangere più.
Allora facciamo con
Tears of joy. Tears of joy.
Queste sono lacrime di gioia. Allora ragazzi, funicolì.
Chi mi dà un rifresco?
Napoletano. Napoletano.
Oh,
Oi ne venire tutti insieme presso da che facemmo una bella festa per festeggiare, con una ghirlanda e fiori fatta apposta, fiori lilla, che mo ci incoroniamo madre nostra, nirmalama, yamme, in coppe, yamme, in coppe, yamme, funicula. Guagliò sia fatta tutta e botta una poltrona di taffetta, e un guanciale fine penne di pavone, portala qua, la 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 funicula, yamme, funicula.
De profumo, de quantità, de qualità, de faccia, de fiore nonno, fate più là, e mille lire voglio pure fine, t'appiccicare per appiccicare, e mille lotterelle lo stupino, mi malama.
Okay, thank you so much for waiting. Welcome everyone to another musical night with meditation. Good evening and good morning wherever you all are. It's so nice to see you all. I see so many people after a long time, actually after 3 or 4 weeks, we are again together here. And I hope you all are doing well. I hope your families, everyone is doing well after 4 weeks. So it's so nice to be with you all. And Jai Shri Mataji. So it is always really great pleasure to invite all the different Sajukis from the different countries as we all experience it, meeting and meditating in the same time from all over the countries with different Sajugis and the brothers and the sisters with their music and listening their Sahaja experience is always gives us the beautiful divine connection and also great joy, isn't it? So tonight again we will have the same, and it is really our great pleasure. It is really my great pleasure. I would like to introduce you the yogi brother Finbar Anslow from Italy, from Cabella. He is joining to us tonight. I would like to give a little introduction about him. He is actually English-Irish born in Hong Kong and moved to Italy. And he got his self-realization in 1975 from Shri Mataji when he was 17 years old. So he's also, of course, we will listen all his stories from the 1975. And so with his music and with his, he plays the guitar. He's a musician, and he is a songwriter. He plays guitar, and also, of course, on the side, he's an English teacher. And he has been in different countries, especially in Europe, to give self-realization to all the seekers of the truth with his music and also with the different Sahajogis. Besides the Europe, he visited India and also Jerusalem to give sacralization with his music. And I would like to welcome him right now, Finbar. Good day, good morning.
Hello, Sene.
Good morning. How are you?
Hi. I'm fine. Can you see me okay? I'm not sure for the camera position.
Let's see. Yeah, it is quite a little bit dark. I can see your altar. And
Okay, you can't see the picture of Shrimataji behind me.
yes, I do. Yes, we can see Shrimataji's picture.
Okay, see if we can get some more light.
Oh, now we can't see Shrimataji's picture. It is halfway.
Okay.
Just a little bit up, please.
How about that? Is that better or worse?
No, we can't see it. It's more at the beginning. It was much better at the very beginning.
Is that better now?
Yes, yeah.
I don't
it's much better.
I don't see
yeah.
myself.
It's much, yeah. That's fine, but it's
you know what? I've got the camera the wrong way around. I understand now.
Okay.
I've got the camera the wrong way around.
No worries.
Okay.
It's morning time. It's okay.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, okay, what about now?
Yes, yeah, we can see you. Good morning, Reshmataji. How hope you had a good sleep, Finbar.
Very good, yes, thank you. I mean, I very often wake up at 5 o'clock and meditate, but I have to confess I often go back to bed for an hour afterwards.
Okay, so you will have another meditation with us. This will be the second meditation for you.
No, this is the first. This is the first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, okay, I understood differently. So, Finbar, actually your voice is a little low. Is there a way to increase your volume?
It's probably connected with how close I am to the... let me see if I can move everything a bit closer.
Yes, I think it's better.
Is that better like that?
Can you... Okay.
Yes.
I think it's better. Can you say the few words?
So
is everyone able to hear Finbar clearly?
Hello, everyone.
Yes, he is clear.
Okay, perfect. Okay, Finbar. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, for helping us. I didn't recognize the voice, but thank you so much for helping.
Okay. So, shall we start with the meditation?
Yes, Finbar, definitely. Before that, Finbar, before I forgot, could you please tell us this? I love this Italian music when they are singing to Shrimataji. What they say? I understand only the motto, which is mother. What does that song say? Why it is so joyful?
It's a song about the devotion for the mother. I couldn't hear all the words. I wasn't there when that was sung. It's a very old traditional Italian song expressing their love for the mother. You know that the mother is such an important figure in Italy, and every year when there was the Mother's Day in Italy, we liked to go to the castle, and if we were lucky, Mother received us, and we all came into her room, into her apartment, and we sang songs, joyful songs to her, because, as I say, in Italy, the mother is such an important figure. And Mother was crying with joy because it was such a deep love that was being expressed. That was actually in Rome Ashram, that particular song. Mm-hmm. And then they were singing a very joyful Neapolitan song afterwards, which was Funiculi Funicula, which is actually to celebrate a cable car being opened. Very special song.
Very nice. So maybe we may ask you later during the program. You may sing the song for us.
No, I can't actually. I tried. It's very complicated.
Okay.
I've been
You know,
trying to
every
learn it for years, but even my Neapolitan friend, who's a very good musician, has difficulty playing that because there's a lot of strange chord changes.
Okay, I understand. No worries. You know, this program is very Sahaj. I mean, so there will be so many different surprises, but it feels like to ask you at the very beginning, maybe for the next time, if you can come again back to for this program with the other yogis to sing this song for us.
Oh, I think in about 10 years I will learn this. Yes.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, Finbar. Thank you. It's so a pleasure to have you in our meeting, and I will hand over to you whenever you are ready. I think we all are ready for meditation, and this I will hand over to you right now.
Okay, and do you have some music ready for the meditation at the end?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Let's start by very slowly raising our kundalinis together. And we give ourselves 7 bandhans, putting our attention on each of the 7 chakras, for each of the movements of the bandhan. So we can start by bringing down our right side, and we can slowly raise the right hand up in front of the central channel, and then also slowly bring down the right side again with the right hand. Now we repeat, but this time we accompany the movement of the hand with our breath. So we breathe in as the hand goes up. When we reach the top, we have a little pause with the hand and with the breath, and then we breathe out as the hand goes down. Again, a pause at the bottom, and we repeat the exercise, going up as we breathe in, pause, and then coming down as we breathe out. Okay, 2 or 3 more times, we can repeat this. And then we can replace the right hand on the right knee. Our attention goes onto the left side. We can now place our right hand on the Mother Earth or towards the Mother Earth. And we allow we ask the Mother Earth to allow us to let go of all the excess energy in our Ida Nadi, in our left channel, our moon channel, to absorb all the heat from this channel, all our mental activity connected with the past, all our thoughts, our conditionings. We humbly ask the Mother Earth to absorb all of this, leaving our left channel light. And we can say the mantra of Sri Adi Bhumi Devi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Now we can bring the right hand back onto the knee. Attention in the Muladhara chakra. Sri Ganesha, you create happiness and take away sorrow in times of trouble. You nourish us with love and shower us with blessings. Your beautiful body is adorned with fragrant paste, and you wear a shining necklace of pearls. Victory to God, victory to God, victory to the embodiment of auspiciousness. By your presence alone, the wishes, our wishes are fulfilled. Victory to you, O Lord God, victory to you. And this is the Ganesha Arti. This is the translation of the Ganesha Arti. Sukakata tahata vata vignachi Vipo viprem krupa jayachi Savangi sundaruti shendurachi Kanti jakemal mukta falanchi Jai Deva Jai Mangala Murti Dashan Matre Man Kamana Purti Jai Deva Jai Mangala Murti Dashan Matre Man Kamana Purti Ratna Kachita Fara Klusa Gauri Kumara Chandana Chiuti Kum Kum Keshara Ire Jadita Mukuta Shobha Tobara Runjuntino Purni Charni Gargaria Jai Mangala Murti Dashan Matre Mana Kamana Purti Jai Deva Jai Mangala Murti Dashan Matre Mana Kamana Purti Lamborar Pitamba Faniva Bandana Sarel Sondra Vakra Kunda Trinayana Dasramachavapai sadhana Sankaste pavave nivane rakshave suvavandana Jai Deva Jai Mangala Murti Dashan Matre Mana Kamana Purti Jai Deva Jai Mangala Murti Dashan Matre Mana Kamana Purti Now we can raise our attention to the void. We can even give a little massage to this area in a clockwise direction with our right hand. The Guru is Brahma. The Guru is Vishnu. The Guru is our great Lord Shiva. The Guru is truly the Supreme Spirit, Immaculate Mother, Sri Mataji. We bow to you, our true Guru. The Guru is Brahma. The Guru is Vishnu. The Guru is our great Lord Shiva. The Guru is truly the Supreme Spirit, Immaculate Mother Sri Mataji. We bow to you, our true Guru. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devam Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Shri Mataji Nirmalama, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Now we raise our attention to the heart chakra. Here we can sing a song, an Italian song dedicated to Sri Mataji, which is called Sei la risposta. You are the answer. The answer to all my questions is you, Sri Mataji. You who only sees the best in me. When I feel that I can't go on and everything around me seems wrong, you still believe in me. Sri Mataji, sei la risposta ai miei perché. Sri Mataji, tu vedi solo meglio in me. Quando sento che non ci sto e ognuno mi dice di no, tu credi sempre in me. But what is this strange Maya? Someone was missing from heaven. For with the coming of the spring, you descended on the earth, bringing paradise with you. Ma questa Maya, che cos'è? Lassù qualcuno che non c'è, e con la primavera sei scesa sulla terra, portando il cielo qui con te, 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 te. Sri Mataji, sei la risposta ai miei perché. Sciumataci, tu vedi solo meglio in me. Quando sento che non ci sto e ognuno mi dice di no, tu credi sempre in me. We hear the rainfall of the souls who are being born again. And the raindrops on the roses are the seekers. They are looking only for you. La pioggia delle anime che devono rinascere. Sono i ricercatori, stanno cercando solo te, 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 te. Scimmataci, sei la risposta ai miei perché. Scimmataci, tu vedi solo meglio in me. Quando sento che non ci sto e ognuno mi dice di no, tu credi sempre in me. Oh, holy and noble mother, you are so compassionate. In your immense heart, the whole world can fit inside, united with one J. O Santa Madre nobile, così compassionevole, nel tuo cuore profondo ci sta l'intero mondo, unito con un solo Scimmataci, sei la risposta ai miei perché. Scimmataci, tu vedi solo meglio in me. Quando sento che non ci sto e ognuno mi dice di no, tu credi sempre in me. Scimmataci, sei la risposta ai miei perché. Scimmataci, tu vedi solo e meglio in me. Quando sento che non ci sto e ognuno mi dice di no, tu credi sempre in me. Scimmataci, scimmataci, scimmataci. Now, we can raise our attention to the Vishuddhi chakra, center of sweetness. We ask Sri Krishna humbly for his blessings, to have the same sweetness, the same diplomacy in the way we express ourselves. Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Bihari, Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Bihari, Jai Gopi Jana Baba, Jai Gopi Jana Baba, Jai Gopi Jana Baba, Jai Giravardhani, Jai Giravardhani, Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Bihari, Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Bihari. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ramjana, Yashodanandana Brajajana Ramjana, Yashodanandana Brajajana Ramjana, Yashodanandana Brajajana Ramjana, Yamuna Tiravanchari, Jaigiravardhani, Jaigiravardhani, Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Bihari, Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Bihari, Jai Kunja Bihari, Jai Kunja Bihari. We can raise our attentions now directly to the Sasrara chakra. This is a song dedicated directly to Sri Mataji. And when the song has finished, we can keep our attention in the Sasrara and listen to some beautiful instrumental music. There is a certain lady whom all of us adore. She's pure and kind, in her you'll find yourself and something more. And though we searched in many ways, 'twas her we waited for. She said that she just could not bear our torture anymore. And Mary Sri Mataji is her name. And Mary Sri Mataji is her name. She stands there with a message for the old man and the youth. As graciously she bows to all the seekers of the truth. There's those who fail to hear her, there's those who turn away, there's those of us who'll follow her until our dying day. And Mary Shri Mataji is her name. And Mary Shri Mataji is her name. She pours love on her children like no mother ever could. She's told us all the bad dreams are now gone away for good. And well do we remember the magic moment when she said that we could rise in love and never fall again. And Mary Shri Mataji is her name. And Mary Shri Mataji is her name. She's given us a reason where none there seemed to be. She's given us each other in a whole new family. She's told us how the mountains meditate upon the sea. She made at least one person see his own stupidity. And Mary Shri Mataji is her name. And Mary Shri Mataji is her name. She shares with us her vision of how this world can be. She's told us there will come a day when people shall be free. She's shown us how religion is a mist before our eyes, and God's just too amazing for mere men to organize. And Mary Shri Mataji is her name. And Mary Shri Mataji is her name. And Mary Shri Mataji is her name. Mary Shri Mataji is her name. So we keep our attention in Sastara. Sane, if you would kindly put some nice music. So we can together raise our kundalinis and give 7 bandhas. Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji. It was so beautiful meditation, Finbar. So peaceful, and lots of vibrations, especially when I was listening, when I put my attention in my heart, when you were singing the song for the heart. My goodness, like my heart was opening, and in the same time, the Kundalini was moving to my Sahasrara. It was beautiful experience. I think the songs really helps for us for to meditate, isn't it? It stops. You didn't let us to think in that moment. So the beautiful song which is devoted for Shri Mataji. And of course, it really helps for everyone to raise the Kundalini, to rise the Kundalini, and goes into each chakra without thinking, right? Maybe you can explain to us, Finbar, how the music really helps to meditate and to go into deep meditation and to have that bliss within us.
Well, I think you said it when you said that we're not thinking, because our biggest enemy is the brain, our thought process. In fact, you notice that normally when we lead a meditation, we try to avoid the Agya chakra, because it should just effortlessly be silent with our meditation. And we know that from the heart there is a shortcut from the heart to the Sahasrara. So if we can somehow open our hearts more, it's so much easier for the vibrations to flow. And of course, when we're singing, we're not thinking.
Yes.
And if we're not thinking, it's so much easier to meditate.
Isn't it? And when we are listening, also we don't think, right? Isn't it?
Well, I mean, I think the nicest is if everyone is singing.
Yes.
It's why it's really nice. It's nice to hear other people singing. It's true. But I think the moments that are the most joyful are when we're all singing together. You saw the video at the beginning when they were in Rome, all singing this song to Shri Mataji, and they were all so happy, and Shri Mataji was so happy.
That's very true. Yeah, that's very true. And easy to be connect with the divine, right? When we are all singing. Yes, yeah, so beautiful.
That's right.
And also, I had the same experience with the last song. I believe, did you write that song, Finbar, which for Sahasrara?
Yes, I wrote both the songs, actually, also the Italian song. The last song, Mary Shri Mataji, was, I wrote that when I was in India the first time. And I actually asked for some help from other yogis, and I asked them, what's your favorite quote of Shri Mataji? And one of them said, oh, it's when she says, I bow to all the seekers of the truth. And another person said, when she says that we should rise in love, not fall in love, and etc. You know, so the song was a little bit collective.
Wow, so nice. And then you brought all the emotions, all the codes together into music. And then I really can tell it's so, I mean, you all are in such a state of meditation, and without any putting our mind, so it created so much vibrations I felt during the meditation, and so much joy. It's beautifully done. So I would like to actually, we would like to hear from everyone. How did everyone how did everyone feel during the meditation with this all beautiful music? Does anyone would like to share their experience in the for meditation?
Hi, this is Anju, and the meditation was very, very, very blissful, and I just didn't want to get out of it. It was very beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anju Didi. And is there anyone?
Jai Shri Mataji, this is Shelja here. It was a very joyful meditation. Thank you so much for sharing your music, your beautiful songs. I felt a lot of joy, especially when you were singing, the songs and mantras for each chakra. There was actually a smile on my face too when you were singing. So very joyful. Thank you so much.
I want to second what Shailaja has said. It's amazing. My name is Satish. It's really, really beautiful. Of each of the chakras, you sang your lyrics. It looks like you composed those songs yourself. Had a lot of vibrations, and you could feel the aspect of each deity when you were singing. Thank you so much, Finbar.
Oh, thank you. I should say that the first song, the Ganesha Arti, is a very ancient Sanskrit song, and the words, the tune was composed by my dear friend Victor Vertuni, and I really love that version of it. And in fact, when we went on tour in India, we started every concert with that song as a dedication to Sri Ganesha, and it was really appreciated in India. So thank you, Victor, for writing such a beautiful song.
It was so nice to hear from you also, Finbar. Victor, our brother Victor, also joined to our program last year, and we listened from him, and it was so nice to hear from you too. Yeah. That's so nice. And I would like to, I see some messages for you in the chat box. Shriti, who is actually joining from Geneva. And so she says, can't speak, but the meditation was so joyous and spontaneous. So Kenya, I don't know where is she from. Thank you. Nerina, it was wonderful. Andre, Grazia Finbar. So how to pronounce this? Grazia, right?
Grazie.
Grazia, okay. So Aruna says beautiful meditation and very peaceful. Thank you so much, Jai Shri Mataji. Raghu says thank you. Raghu is from San Francisco. And Seema, who is from San Francisco, very, very peaceful and beautiful meditation. Maitali from San Francisco, and Sabine, the songs, lyrics, and guitar was so beautiful, joyful, peaceful meditation. Jai Shri Mataji. Preeti, I was smiling throughout the meditation. That's so wonderful. So you gave us such a big smile to everyone. I hope I don't miss anyone in the chat box. But does anyone would like to continue to say or ask any question to Finbar?
I think Lucia sent a message. Can you read that?
Oh, could you please read, Satish? I think I missed it. Okay, I saw it. Okay. Lucia, thank you, Finbar. I was in a silent meditation. Wow. That's so wonderful. So you created such a beautiful meditation with your voice, with your presence, with your music, Finbar. That's so wonderful.
Well, the meditation is because we're all there connected together.
Mhm.
So this is the important thing, because it's nice to meditate on your own, but when there's lots of people together, it's so much more powerful. And I think it's important to try to be spontaneous in the meditation, not to do the same thing every time, to have some variety. And it's difficult because when you're leading a meditation, it's not so easy to meditate yourself. And for this reason, it's so important to have the silence at the end of it all, to have this beautiful music which you put on at the end. This is the thing, because all the songs, all the mantras we can say are just vehicles that take us towards our destination, but our destination is the silence at the end. That's the most important thing.
Wow, beautiful. Beautifully you explained, Finbar. So nice. And I see the one more message for you from Sanjeev. Amazing to hear the connection of heart to music and meditation. Thanks. That's so nice. Okay, so please, if you have any more messages, or if you would like to say anything or ask question, so please do it. But I have a question right now to Finbar. I know that Finbar started Sahaja. If you notice, I announced that he started Sahaja in 1975 with Srimataji. Srimataji gave realization in one small room. Right, Finbar? And I would like to hand over to you. How did it happen when you were 17?
Yeah, I mean, I have to say that it's not completely true, because although I got my realization in 1975, I didn't become a Sahaja Yogi until 1987. What happened was that in 1975, I was 17. And with my brother and my sister, who are older than me, we went to see to a big rock concert in a festival, and to see Pink Floyd, because Pink Floyd was the maximum in those days. We were young hippies who were seeking, and we wanted all these experiences. So we went to see Pink Floyd, and it was amazing, of course. And afterwards, it seemed there were so many people there. It seemed all the London hippies were there. And afterwards, we went back to London, and we were talking to a friend of ours who was this Australian man called Gus. And we said, yeah, you must have been there. It was amazing, fantastic. And he said, actually, no, I didn't go. We went, what? You didn't see Pink Floyd? No, I went to see this Indian lady instead. And we said, wow, more interesting than Pink Floyd. We have to meet her.
More interesting.
So that's how we became interested. And my brother and sister went to see her first. And then later, my sister sent me a letter saying how amazing the experience was. And I still got that letter. It's a treasure. How amazing the experience was, and I had to come as well. And so I came along, and we found ourselves in this small apartment in the north of London. There were about, I don't know, 12 people, maybe 15 people in the apartment. And suddenly this amazing Indian lady came bustling into the room, walking very quickly. And I was amazed how suddenly she just arrived. And she said, okay, hello, everyone, let's sit down. And immediately we sat down. And the lady said, okay, my name is Mataji, and I want to do an experiment with you today. So everyone sit down in a circle on the floor, holding hands. And she sat also in the circle as well, and holding hands with the two people next to her. And she said, now I'm going to make vibrations flow around the circle. So I was very skeptical, I have to say, because in those years, there were a lot of gurus around, and all the hippies were trying different gurus. I was quite skeptical about it. And I could see that some people were very convinced, some people were not so convinced. And what Shimataji did was she said to the person next to her, now, do you feel vibrations? And then she said to the person after that, now, do you feel vibrations? Now, do you? Now, do you? And gradually she was coming closer and closer to me, and I didn't feel anything. And I was all ready to say, I'm sorry, but I don't believe in this. I don't feel anything at all. And then she talked to the person next to me, and then came to me and said, and do you feel vibrations? And suddenly I felt like bam on the agya. And I actually moved back a bit.
Oh my goodness.
I said yes.
Wow.
And Mother just smiled and then talked to the person after me and continued going around the circle. So that was my agya getting unblocked and my realization in one go.
Wow, amazing. Before you told to Shrimataji, no, I didn't feel, but she didn't let you to say.
No, I was ready to say that, but I didn't get the chance.
Oh, but in the same time, very soon you felt that vibrations.
I don't know what I felt. I was shocked. I was really in a state of shock afterwards. And then after that, we went to see Shrimataji maybe 3 or 4 more times. I was privileged to go to her house in Oxted, in the south of London, where we did a puja, the first Ganesha puja in England. Mm-hmm. And I took one of my friends to meet her as well. And there's a funny story about that, if I can tell you.
Please, yeah.
His name was Gary, and he stayed the night with us before we traveled to see Shrimataji. And in the morning, he woke up and said, I had the dream about an Indian lady wearing a white sari coming out of the forest. And we said, that's really, I don't know if you know, but the people always told me, if you dream of Shrimataji, it's very important that she's wearing a white sari in the dream. So this was the best. So he dreamt about this. And we said, oh, that's very auspicious. That's really good. Now we're going to go and meet this lady. So we traveled by car. We went to her house and knocked on the door, and there was a yogi opened the door. We went in, and then on the left, as you go in the house, there was the kitchen, and Shrimataji was very often in the kitchen. And she came out of the kitchen, and I said, this is my friend Gary. And Shrimataji said, oh, did you dream about me?
Oh my goodness, really? Oh, wow. Oh my goodness.
Wow. We were just all so amazed. I mean,
it is amazing. So it was still are we in still 1975? So there's the same year, 75?
Yeah, 1975, maybe 1976. Yes, that's right.
Wow. And what did he say? What did Gary say that moment? Did he get shocked?
He couldn't say anything. He was in a state of shock.
Wow, amazing. So beautiful.
So then after that, for a while I meditated, but I was 17, and my feeling was that the Sahaja Yoga was great for all the older people who were like 26 and 27, very old, and I thought it was very good for people who maybe had made a mess of their lives and needed to be helped, but I was young and didn't have any particular problem, and so I stopped going at that point. But my brother and sister continued, and then I went and made a nice mess of my life, and I was ready when I was 29. I felt I really needed Sahaja Yoga then, and it helped me a lot.
Wow, after 12 years. So nice.
Yes.
I would like to say, Finbar, so you got your self-realization. Actually, you got your self-realization in 75, even you gave a gap for 12 years. So you got your second birth that year. And in the same, I think September, you told me earlier, right? In September.
I think so. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got my bird. So
Oh.
in that time, in very first bird, but it's amazing. In over here, I believe in that time, maybe some of us didn't born yet. Some of us maybe little child in 1975. It's great pleasure to listen this story from you, Finbar. It's really amazing, and it really gives us such a joy to us. So yeah, it's so wonderful. Does anyone have any question before we start continue for the music? Because I would like to give a pause for our conversation, and then we can listen some more music from Finbar. What do you all think? But if you have any question, please do it. Okay, I think everyone wants to listen to you, Finbar.
Okay, so if I have time, there were 3 songs I'd like to play.
Please.
This first one is very autobiographical. It's called "Coming Down the Mountain," and it's about you know, when you've made a decision in your life, like I had made, that I didn't need Sahaja yoga, you have to live with this decision, and the longer you wait before you realize that maybe you've made a mistake, the harder it is to admit that you've made the mistake. So when I had contact with my brother and sister, but we weren't so friendly. They were still doing Sahaja yoga. I was doing my own thing. And so there was some conflict there. And then eventually when I needed help, I had to reach out to them and say, look, I made a mistake. I need some help now, please. And of course, my brother, you know, your brothers and your sisters, they love you. There's a very strong bond there, and nearly everything can be forgiven. And so this song I wrote about basically coming down the mountain of the ego. When you admit you're wrong and you've been wrong for a long time, it's not easy for the ego. The ego has to be really subdued by circumstances, by life sometimes, in order for you to turn things around. So this is what inspired this song, Coming Down the Mountain. See the young man so long ago, he's gone away now, he's moving slow. He's seen the river and the way it flows. He's seen enough and he simply had to go. Now he's coming down the mountain, even after all these years, 'cause there's a time you're tired of waiting, there's an end to every fear. And they say he seeks a lady, but he don't know where she stays, and he's coming down the mountain anyway. Too many lies there, too much to bear. He left it all behind him and he searched for cleaner air. Far he traveled, moving up towards the snow. Round about the timberline, he lived there all alone. And now he's coming down the mountain, even after all these years, 'cause there's a time you're tired of waiting, there's an end to every fear. And they say he seeks a lady, but he don't know where she stays, and he's coming down the mountain anyway. All those feelings he left far behind. The pain he felt there, it served to remind. Last time he waited on the edge of a dream. Should he laugh or should he scream? And long he stayed there, drifting through the years, till finally came a calling that was stronger than his fears. So he realized it was time to face the past. He stumbled down the mountain and he found himself at last. And now he's coming down the mountain, even after all these years, 'cause there's a time you're tired of waiting, there's an end to every fear. And they say he seeks a lady, but he don't know where she stays. And he's coming down the mountain anyway. Yes, he's coming down the mountain, even after all these years, 'cause there's a time you're tired of waiting, there's an end to every fear. And they say he seeks a lady, but he don't know where she stays. And he's coming down the mountain anyway.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. You are so humbling with the song, Finbar. I mean, it's so beautiful that you are expressing yourself to your sister and the brother. And well, did you write this song in the after 87? When did you write this song?
I wrote this I think in the 90s.
90s, yeah.
I think so.
Very nice, beautiful. I'm sure for your siblings, it's one of the favorite song of them for them. What do you think?
I don't know, to be honest.
Do they know all the each words?
I guess so. I don't know, because they live in the UK and I live in Italy. I've been in Italy for a long time now, so we don't. It's a strange thing that our seeking took us to Sri Mataji, and we were very united, and we have a very close bond. I mean, there are 5 of us in the family, but three of us especially were very involved in Sahaja Yoga at the beginning. The 4th one came later, but then we all went our different ways. We're living quite far away from each other, and although we meet up, and although there's a very strong bond between us. You know, we never really spoke about that.
Wow, very nice, so beautiful. So you have with your siblings, you have a definitely family connection or blood connection, but you have also the spiritual, the Sahaj connection with them. This doesn't happen for everyone. I have 3 siblings, and yeah. So, but of course, I have a beautiful connection with them, but they couldn't stay in spiritual path as we all did it. So lucky you are. So lucky.
Right, you never know. You never know what can happen in the future.
That's true. Yes, very true. Yeah, very true. Okay, so wonderful. So before we start the other song, Finbar, I have a question for you. So you got your self-realization 75 and you give a gap for 12 years. And then after 12 years, which was 87, I believe, and you never went back again. So what made you to be in Sahaja Yoga, and that 35 years, all the years that you continue being a yogi?
Well, I was very, very lucky. I mean, I was in quite a bad state when I came back to Sahaja Yoga. I was quite, as I said to people, I wasn't looking for heaven, I was running away from hell. And I was very lucky in that there was, at that period, there was a house, Sri Mataji's house in England, which was called Shudi Camps. And it was under construction in that period. And Sri Mataji had in mind that there should be Guru Puja of 1987 at Shudi Camps. But the problem was the house wasn't ready. I went there in February 1987, and the puja was scheduled for July, and the house was basically a building site. They'd completed the roof, and that was all. There was a lot of work still to do, and it was a very, very cold winter. I remember the people who had a glass of water in the men's dormitory would find it turned to ice in the night. So it was a very cold winter with very few people there, and they really needed help. So I was someone who knew a little bit about building and things, and so I was able to stay there as a laborer, and I actually lived there for a year. And of course, I think your first year of practicing Sahaja Yoga is very important. It has a big determining factor on your progress. And I was very lucky to be able to live there. We woke up every morning at 4 o'clock to meditate. We started work after a big breakfast together. There was a great feeling of unity, brotherhood, sisterhood there. And every day we were working, but we had so much fun as well. There's such a strong bond. And even now, when I meet someone who I knew from that period, the other day I saw my friend Heno for the first time in ages, and we met there and we had such a good chat about it. Harry, who was a great golden builder who lives in Austria, was also there. We got such a deep friendship from that period. And so that gave me very strong roots in Sahaja Yoga. And I stayed there for 1 year, and it did me so much good. So I think I became a Sahaja Yogi in that period.
Really nice. So such a journey, beautiful. So nice, Finbar. So could we continue for some more song, please?
Yeah, sure. So this next song, which is called Queen of India, was the first song I wrote as a Sahaja Yogi, and it was inspired by a very, very special occasion. I'd been in Shudi camps had Guru Puja, and we had our first Christmas there, which was really special. And then after Christmas, one of my friends said, some yogis have been to India tour and they're coming back. Shall we go to meet them at the airport? So I said, okay, that sounds nice. So we traveled down to Heathrow Airport, which is like, an enormous airport, very, very busy. And we met this group of yogis who'd come back from a 1-month India tour. And I knew a lot of them because, the collective came to Shudi camps during the year to help at weekends. So I knew a lot of them. And I was astonished to see them because they looked so good. They had such good attention. Like you're in the middle of this crazy airport with all the noise and everything going on. And you're saying, so how was it? And they were looking at you, giving the full attention with really clear eyes. And I thought, wow, I want that. I want to go to India and get that same level of attention and clearness that they obviously had. So, and it inspired this song, which is called Queen of India. As I walked out one winter's day, a crowd of fair folk came my way, with eyes that smiled and seemed to say, you've only just begun. I asked them what their joy could be, and if it might apply to me. They told me me of Sri Mataji, the mother of the sun. They said they had been to worship their queen in India, and now they've returned, reality learned in India. When innocence was lost, they told me of Sri Ganesha. When nothing seemed to be in tune, I found Lord Brahmadeva. And now that day is long ago, the Mother's grace begins to show the way our lives go as they go to make our spirits grow. And when we walk in distant lands, on Ganapati Pule sands, the warmth of sun, the cool of hands, we sing our mother's praise. And when we have been to worship our queen in India, we'll walk in the sun, tell everyone Sri Maharaj is here. When peaceful calm was gone, she woke in me, Lord Vishnu, a heart that seemed to live in dreams, awakened my Lord Shiva. Our blessings flow with every born, the beauty of a Shuddhi dawn, and every little yogi born glorifies her more. As the Kali Yuga ends, every knee before her bends. Much as you may love your friends, your mother loves you more. And then we will be as easy and free as India. The whole world will feel incredibly real like India. Now can we be alone? We have found Lord Krishna. As you live, you must forgive. Let Lord Jesus show. How can you not believe in God? Recognize your mother. Recognize your mother.
Beautiful, beautiful Finbar. You are really so expressive with each words into music. Really, I can you because that expression you bring us to in the same time. When I listen for the each words with my heart, in the same time I put my attention in my sasrara, and I feel so much joy in my heart. And in the same time, the vibrations comes. Really, it's so beautiful, so beautiful. And it's so nice that you have the songs. Every song has some story behind it. It is very special, actually. Do you think so? Every musicians, I mean, all the Saj musicians, they do like that. There is always some story behind it. There is always some meaning. Of course, the meaning is so important for each song that gives the vibrations to everyone. So what do you think about this? How you do it?
I think that we all have an artist within us. and Sahaja Yoga really helps us to bring this out. And Sri Mataji always encouraged us to express our art. It's very important. I notice when I see the yuvas in Kabela, how many of them are artistic, especially music. Maybe too much music. I don't know about the other arts, but music definitely is very, very present. So I think it's very important to express the artist inside you. Music is maybe quite an obvious way, but there are many other ways. There's some great artists, some great painters and sculptors here in Kabela, and who come here. There may be by nature not so. I think if you're a musician, you need to be a bit extrovert, otherwise the people don't hear. Whereas artists, painters, etc., very often they do their paintings and don't show anyone, which is a shame. They should, because as you say, any expression of art, by a Sahaja emits vibrations, and it should be shared, so that it can help other people to feel something, and maybe to inspire them to be creative as well.
Yeah, and also that's so nice. And also, of course, you and other Sajagis are so lucky to live in the soul of the land, right? So I believe that also brings a lot to all the yogis or all the artists. What do you say for that? How does it help being in the different land? For example, you are living in the soul of the land in Kabela, in Italy. So how do you explain this for us?
Well, I think that this is. I have to say that I wasn't convinced to go to live in Italy. This was actually Sri Mataji's idea to come and live here. When I was married to my wife Elizabeth, who's French, we were married in London, and at that time London was a great place for Sahaja Yoga as it is now. We started a new program at Covent Garden. There were a lot of young yogis going around together, and we had fun. We did programs, but we also used to go ice skating together. We went to films together. We even went to a disco. We had a great time. And Sri Mataji was there, and then suddenly Sri Mataji was saying you should go to live in Italy, and I wasn't convinced. I wasn't convinced initially, but of course, when Sri Mataji makes a suggestion to you, it's a great blessing. And so we came. We lived over here. We moved into an ashram, and we had been. It wasn't easy to begin with. I didn't have work. I had some health problems. Didn't really have so much money, and then Sri Mataji came to Milan, and two very important things happened. Normally, Sri Mataji stayed in a very quiet apartment in the back streets of Milan, but this time they had for some reason asked her to stay in a very nice, luxurious flat in a part of Milan called Cadorna, which is very beautiful, but it's quite noisy. So there's lots of trams and trains in that area. So we went there, and I took a flower to give to Sri Mataji, and the leader said, "Oh, this is Finbar." And Sri Mataji said, "Oh yes, I know Finbar. He's much happier since he came to Milan."
Oh wow! That's so nice.
What do you say? I said, yes, mother.
Wow.
But that in a way was the turning point, because after that things started working out. I got a good job. Then my first child was born. We moved into another ashram, and then we came to Kabela. But the other interesting thing that happened was that with all the noise of the trams and the trains that were going by, Sri Mataji said, the city is nice, but it's very noisy. We should look for a quiet place in the country, maybe a castle or something. And that's when the search for Kabela started.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And one last thing about living in another country is it's so much easier for your conditionings if you live in a different country. You know, when you're living in your hometown with your family and friends, etc., it's not so easy for you to go in a different direction. You know, everyone tends to sort of remind you, no, that's not you, you're not like this, etc. Go to a different country, go to a completely different place. You can be free, you can be whatever you want. So it's much easier to grow in that situation.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful memory and beautiful story. You know, Finbar, this reminds me, I mean, of course, as we know, the England, you are Irish and English born, right, in Hong Kong, but still you have the English background and Irish background. But I would like to go to England. As we all know, England is the land of the spirit, right? And Shrimataji want you to go from land of the spirit to go to find your soul, I guess. Because Italy is the soul land of soul, right? So once the spirit and the soul becomes complete, and we are complete with physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, as how Shrimataji told you, you look much happier here or much good, right? So it's such a beautiful, I mean, we never know what it was the meaning, but this beautiful connection comes to in my attention right now. What do you think?
Maybe. Yeah. I know that there was an occasion when Mother said the spirit had to go to the soul, and there was a charter plane of English yogis who went to Rome for that reason. I don't know the full story about it, but Mother did speak about this connection.
Yes, she did. Yeah, I would like to continue. She said because many people who are from Rome, they travel so long to England to find the spirit and to get to that divine connection. Yes, yeah. So either you know the same thing maybe applies for you, because you know you're born in the land of the spirit, and you are searching, you are finding to you know the best everything, and the soul and the spirit connects wherever it is. So you went to Italy, and everything became much normal. I believe your health was completely well, and everything, your well-being, and your job and everything, I think it became much better and easier being in Italy,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Also, in England, there were a lot of musicians in Sahaja Yoga. So I was learning from them, but there were a lot of musicians. So everyone got a little bit of a chance to do something. But when I came to Milan, there were no musicians there at all. The musicians were all in Rome, and it was always a little bit divided between the south and the north, because it's very long. So there was a big collective in Rome, big collective up in Milan. And I arrived there with my guitar, and I sort of became the musician. So it allowed me to grow a lot musically, because I was having to play a lot. And that's how I started also to write more of my own songs, as well as playing bhajans.
Wow, very nice, beautiful. So can we listen one more? I believe the last song is which is again written by you, right?
Yeah. So we had a meeting of musicians in England about 9-10 years ago at this festival called the Bella Vita Festival. And it was really nice, because we were all Sahaj musicians talking about our experiences and what it was like to be a Sahaj musician playing before a non-Sahaj public. This was a little bit the focus of the meeting. And the big question was, how can we use our music to give realization? And I think that's where I was very lucky to come up with the idea of the name Vilamba, because as you know, Vilamba means the space between two thoughts. And it's a very beautiful concept, which is fundamental for meditation. You speak to people about the fact that there is this tiny, tiny, tiny space between two thoughts, which we don't even realize exists because it's so small, but it does exist. It's called Vilamba. And when the Kundalini rises to this level here, it pushes this space, pushes the thoughts aside, and increases this space. So this, and which, as we know, is meditation. The silence between two thoughts is meditation. So by calling our band Vilamba, it gave me the excuse to speak in the concert about what Vilamba means, and to propose an exercise of meditation in the middle of the concert. And I remember, which, you know, sometimes it's possible, sometimes it's not. So it depends on the situation. But I remember we were playing in a vegan bar in Pavia, and it was quite a strange place. There was a fair bit of drinking, smoking and things going on. And we weren't even supposed to be there that night. But I got a phone call saying they'd had a cancellation and would I like to play that night? And it was the 21st of March. So he said, it's Mother's birthday. What better thing than to do a concert and give realization? So we went to this place. We did the exercise of realization. And, you know, I mean, there were people doing it, but, you know, they had to put the beer down in order to do the realization. So it was a bit of a strange atmosphere, but everyone was doing it. And then we went on with the concert. And after the concert, I was speaking to this biker who was the brother of a friend of my daughter's. And he's there with long hair and a black jacket, you know, but really nice guy. And I said to him, I hope it didn't seem strange to do a yoga exercise in the middle of the concert. And he said something to me which I'll never forget, and it gave me a lot of confidence. He said, man, I've seen much stranger things than that in rock concerts. Just showed me that we shouldn't be afraid, you know, we just get out there and do our thing. And if the seekers are receptive. So
that's nice.
So this last song is called I Will Be Strong. It's a song I wrote when I was actually a little bit down. I mean, as Sadh yogis, we have beautiful lives. We're very, very fortunate. But I think if we've got problems, we shouldn't pretend that we don't have problems. And we have to talk to each other about this. And I wrote this in a moment when I was feeling a bit down for various reasons, which then everything sorted out, everything came nicely. But this was a song I wrote to say that no matter what happens, the fact that I've met Sri Mataji will always make me strong. At the ending of the day, when I seem to lose my way, when the darkness seems to grow, when times are hard and hope is low, when friends are nowhere to be found, and dreams lie shattered on the ground, and the road ahead is long, I will be strong, I will be strong. I have had the great good fortune to meet someone on my way. She gave me love, she gave me life, enough to brighten all my days. Hear the message that I'm sending. Shout it loud, both far and near. I don't believe this world is ending in 22 or any year. When the future is uncertain, when your spirit is unsure, when deep inside you're hurting, with the sound of closing doors, hold your hands up in the air. You know someone's always there. Trust in her, you can't go wrong. She'll make you strong, she'll make you strong. I have had the great good fortune to meet someone on my way. She gave me love, she gave me life, enough to brighten all my days. I really want to thank you, Mother, for all you have done for me. You gave me peace, such serenity. You gave me hope, Shri Mataji. At the ending of the day, when I seem to lose my way, when the darkness seems to grow, when times are hard and hope is low, when friends are nowhere to be found, and dreams lie shattered on the ground, and the road ahead is long, I will be strong, I will be strong. I will be strong, I will be strong. I will be strong, I will be strong.
So nice, Finbar. Each of your words in the songs has lots of deep meaning. And for the, as you said, for the song is for the new people, for the new seekers, and it gives such a hope and awareness in the song, isn't it? Yeah, I believe you wrote each word with this attention from your heart. And we really felt it with the vibrations and with lots of joy. Yeah, thank you so much, Finbar.
Thank you for this opportunity. It's been really lovely.
Oh, really is our great pleasure to have you. It's a privilege to have you. And I believe you have so many stories, Finbar, from 1975. Of course, as you said, you gave a gap for 12 years, but it's so privileged for each of us to listen the story that you got your realization in front of Sharmataj in the small room. And later on, you have been many times in Shruti camp. That's so nice. So we know the Shruti camp from all the talks that Srimataji gives so many messages for all of us, and you have been there. So this is so great pleasure that one of the yogi who has been over there, so you are in front of us, and it's so pleasure and it's very joy giving to have you. So, and another thing is you have been witness to find a castle or for yogis, a house for Srimataji, and you have been witness with that story. This is amazing. This memory is so true. Is for all of us. I'm sure it is for you. It's a big treasure, but for us also is a big treasure to hear from a person, from a yogi who has been and who has been witness with all those things, and it's really great joy.
I would say, Senay, thank you. That's very, very kind. I would say that we all have stories, you know. We all have stories, maybe with Srimataji or maybe our own personal little miracles. And I think we owe it to posterity to tell these stories, to not be shy. It's so inspiring to hear other people's stories. I think it helps us in our growth. So I would say, everyone, share your little miracles or your big miracles, whatever, because we've all had special things happen to us, and I think it's really nice to share them, to write them down, write a book, talk about other yogis or something, because they mustn't be lost, these stories. They're very precious.
Yes, it is. It is. They are all precious. As I agree with you, we all have, everyone, doesn't matter what year or when we started, when we got our self-realization, each of us, we have some miracles. And that's why we try to, Finbar, since more than 1 year, we try to bring everyone in here to listen all these experience, all these miracles, all these achievements and beautiful stories. Everyone has beautiful, beautiful stories, and it inspires everyone. And it gives a really another awareness or light in our attention, in our mind and the heart of the connection with the mother, with the divine. So we all meet with those stories. We all meet in one place, and it's amazing, like we all are holding each other's hands with the same joy, with the same connection. Doesn't matter where we are from, where we came, which background we came from, doesn't matter. And there is only one joy, there is one divine connection, and there is absolute divine joy, and that brings us together in one place. And today you made it, this connection. You brought lots of joy and the vibrations, Finbar. And I don't know, there is so many words to tell for over here. I know it is over 11 past in the night, 11:05. But as you know, with Sahaj, when we are together, the time just flies and we don't look at the time, and we become so detached with everything. I know some of us had to leave because of the work time for tomorrow over here, who lives in United States. They have to leave, some of them. And but whoever could able to continue. So I believe everyone enjoy with your presence, Finbar. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, Sena. It's very, very beautiful what you're doing. And I hope you have many more yogis come and share their stories with you.
Yeah, thank you, Finbar. So with your presence, I mean, as other Sage yogis, I mean, this is a collective effort, collective actually desire and attention. If you would not accept this, our invitation, humble invitation, would never happen, this program. And as other Sage yogis also, whenever we ask, request them, they all come with the overjoyful, with their pure attention, with the pure desire, as you did it today. So it's a really great pleasure for all of us. Thank you so much, Finbar.
Thank you.
Jai
Thank
Shri
you. And thank you. Thank you, everyone. Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji.
Yes,
And
Mataji, thank you.
please, and I would like to hand over to others who are still with us. If you would like to say a few more words to Finbar, please do it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jai Shri Mataji. The last song was, I know you wrote when you were feeling a little bit low, but it was very hopeful and in a way very joy giving for the rest of us. So thank you so much for sharing that song. The lyrics was so heartfelt, but it was all very uplifting in the end. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Very kind.
Okay, okay then. So Finbar, last I would like to say we always ask this question, and I know as I'm sure that you didn't tell many stories you couldn't tell because of the time, and we'd love to have you back again whenever time works for you. Can you please come back again whenever it works?
Okay, that's very kind. I better go and write some more songs.
Okay, so it will be good excuse for you, right? Okay, we will wait for that. Whenever you are ready, please come. We all are here. Thank you so much, Finbar. Please take care and give our love to everyone, to your family, to all the Selçukis.
I will indeed. Okay.
Okay.
Lots of love. Thanks everyone for watching. Bye from Kabbalah. It's been really, really nice. It's been a great privilege. And thank you so much, Sene, for inviting me. Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji. Jai Shri Mataji. It's our great pleasure, Finbar. Okay, my dears, it was wonderful program as we all had so much joy and the vibrations together. Again, we connected with the so far place, which is Italy, and doesn't matter where we are and what time it is, isn't it? So the main thing is the connection, collectively connect with the divine, with the heart. And we had it today. And I would like to say to you all, thank you so much for joining to today's program. And please take care wherever you are. Have a good night and have a wonderful day to you all. And please remember tomorrow and the following days we will have again collective meditation with the same time, with the same link. But I will see you all next week. Please take care and lots of love to you all. Jai Shri Mataji.